So I know it's been a very long time since I've recorded and posted a video. As you can see, I've been busy making a child. I know I posted an update a few months ago, but I wasn't showing quite as much back then. I think I even stood up to show you guys how far along I was physically. Now it's getting to the point where I don't need to announce it anymore, and people are not hesitant to ask, "You're pregnant?" Now it's like, well, yeah. It's my first official day on maternity leave, and it's very bittersweet. I feel weird. I feel like I'm not doing anything productive, but I'm reminding myself that no, I'm doing exactly what I need to be doing, which is nothing. So I've been at home, mostly just chilling, and I decided I would show you guys my hospital bag. So I know that's a total thing on YouTube. People post their hospital bags. In fact, I didn't even know that was a thing on YouTube until a friend told me, and that was because I posted on Facebook saying, "Hey, do previous moms, what did you guys take in your hospital bag, blah blah blah." And I got so many suggestions and all these recommendations, like the most bizarre stuff as well. Some of the stuff I kind of knew, but a lot of the other stuff I was kind of like, what? And these are women who have had multiple children and women who have had C-sections, so it's kind of a broad scope. And I always get that comment that says oh, chances are you're not even going to use everything that's in there, blah blah blah. But it's better to be overprepared than underprepared. So I'm going to start off by showing you guys the bag that I got off of Amazon that I loved. Okay, so let's take a look at it. By the way, this is going to be in semi-ASMR style because I love ASMR. It's been getting me through my whole pregnancy. So, yeah, let's get started with the bag. Look at this big heifer. So, I believe the brand is La Luca. La Luca, Australia. So it's an Australian brand. I'm not gonna open it in this video just because I want to show you guys what's in the bag and not why I got the bag, but I will briefly explain it. So the reason that I purchased this bag as opposed to the other bags that Amazon offered, or even a cute bag with Hello Kitty on it, which is what I think most of my friends would expect me to be walking around with, it's because this whole front pouch or section, when you unzip it, it basically extends out to kind of a small fabric cubicle, if that makes sense. You can always go on Amazon and check it out to see exactly what I mean, but basically it's big enough to fit your baby. I'm not saying you're gonna put this over your shoulder and walk around with your baby in the bag. No, that's not what I mean. It's for when you're, let's say, at the park and you need to change your child and you didn't bring a blanket, which I know kind of doesn't make sense because it's well, if you're at the park and you have kids, you're probably gonna have a blanket on you. But I'm just using the park as an example because really it could be anywhere. It could be your car, you don't want to get it dirty. It could be the mall, and you don't want the mall germs all over your child. So basically, yeah, you can put your kid in there, change them, or you can just put your kid in there and have him take a nap, you know? Go look it up, because I know it sounds a little bit weird. I know when I explained it to my dad, he was kind of like, what? Until I showed him. But yeah, that's why I chose this bag. Now, let's get started with what's inside. Okay. Are you guys ready? So it has like a double zipper thing going on here. I'm not too sure why, but that's just how it is. And I'm just going to take things out one by one. And hopefully organize it a little better as well once I put things back in, because I've noticed that I've just been throwing things in there now and it's getting like bulky, and I know I can do a better job at organizing this. Like, I already know my mom's gonna take one look at it and be like, no, let me do it. Which is exactly what's been happening throughout my pregnancy, throughout this last stage of pregnancy. It's like my mom and my fiance's mom have become very like, let me do it, you're doing it wrong. And I mean, I appreciate it and I get it, I understand, but it's also a little bit irritating. I just want to be like, go away, please, go away. But what are you gonna do? By the way, can you even see this? I got a rotating rocking chair. I went to Bye Bye Baby in Mission Viejo with my parents, and there was this rocking chair. I guess you can see the fabric. It's like a canvasy, like light tan kind of color and fabric. And then this throw I found at Ross for $12. And I thought my fiance was gonna be kind of against it, because he's been on this whole like not too girly thing for the room. But he actually liked this, and it's girly as heck, so I think he's slowly but surely converting into a daughter's father, if that makes sense. Okay, let's get started. So while I was at Ross yesterday, I picked out what I'm going to be wearing after I leave the hospital. And I chose this little dress. So I got it in medium. Ross dress for Liz. I got this because, as you can see, there's a lot of boob access. And it's hot. Like, I'm giving birth to this child mid-August, so it's gonna be hot. I don't want to be sweating, so it's very short, but whatever. I'm just a little bit concerned because it is a size medium, and I'm a little bit concerned that it's not gonna fit me, because I know you leave the hospital with belly still intact, is what I've been warned. And I'm afraid it won't fit me just quite yet, but I don't know. I'm just gonna wing it and hope that it all works out. And now this is very unexciting, but I got the same thing in a different color. I don't usually do that, okay? I'm not that person. But the options at Ross were so limited, and that's not to speak generally about Ross. Ross is usually I love Ross, you know? But I think it was more like I was tired of being on my feet, and all the other options I was finding. Like, I found this really cute dress that was a little bit longer, and it appeared to have buttons, and I was like, that's perfect. I could just, you know? But the buttons were just like they were fake, like it was like display. So I was like, I don't want to deal with that. I'd rather just stick with what I already like and get in a different color. It's not the most flattering green, but green on pale skin is kind of, it works. And I really love flowers lately, like floral patterns are just my life right now. And maybe that's just a part of becoming a mom, is just getting the same thing in different colors and calling it a day, instead of like stressing yourself out looking for like variety or whatever. So maybe I am becoming a mom. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be wearing after the showdown. The next thing is similar to what I just showed you guys. It's also, well, it's a piece of clothing, but it's not a dress. It is a gown, and it is also floral. Wow, I'm so predictable now. Jesus. Okay, so this I got off of Amazon as well. And if you have never had children before and are planning on having children, or like are like you're about to get pregnant, because come on, like when you're not using protection, you've been with the same person for a while, and you both want a kid, chances are you're gonna get pregnant soon. Amazon is gonna become your best friend. That's where I was going with that, because your feet are swollen. My feet didn't get swollen until maybe like the 7.5 month. And I noticed because one day I was trying to put my foot in my shoe, and I felt like my shoe was tight. And I'm the kind of person that I don't untie my shoes every single day. Like, I think I tie it like the day I buy it, and then that's it. I just shove my foot in there, like the rest of that shoe's existence. But that particular day, I was like, who tightened my shoes? And then I realized, oh, I didn't tighten. Nobody tightened my shoe. My foot just got fatter. So you're not going to want to be at stores. I mean, you are going to want to be at stores just for the sake of getting out of your house. But physically, you're not really going to be able to be walking around at stores. And I kind of thought about being that lady at Target on like the motor scooter. But that's not good either, because you have to be walking. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, whatever. Amazon makes things so much easier. So I found this on Amazon, and let me read it to you. It's a Baby Be Mine 3-way hospital gown. It's good for maternity, like, getting in there once you have the contractions, and the doctor's going to be checking you and seeing how dilated you are. Nursing, so as you can see, there's buttons, and this is basically what the dress that I was mentioning at Ross had. It had these buttons down the middle. They were for display only. They were fake. So see, this is the real deal here. So just pop a little titty out and everyone's happy. And it extends all the way down. So, I heard they're going to be checking me a lot down there, which makes sense. And then it also says Layette. I don't know what the hell that means, so I'm not even going to pretend I know what that means. But it's really loose. I know people have warned me that the hospital gets really cold, but I don't know. I still need to get a robe. I have an UGG robe, and I'm considering taking that just because it's like wool, so it's warmer. Some people have recommended silk robes as well. Basically, my bag's not even complete yet. I'm just showing you what I have now, because I am afraid that I am gonna pop any day now. So, I'm at the 38-week mark right now, so, or is it 37? Oh god, it's so hard to keep up with the damn weeks. Like, I just know the 23rd is the day that they gave me, and that's it. Though I really hope it's sooner, because sleeping is miserable. Sleeping is damn near impossible. So, let's move on to the next item. This little purple, lavender, dark gray loofah. one of the suggested items that previous moms or current moms recommended was take your own loofah. I'm not sure what the showers in the maternity ward at Hoag Hospital come equipped with, but like I said, it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. So, oh god, it just fell on the ground. Hold on. There, okay. So that's that. Let's see what else I have in here. Okay, I have these warm socks because, as I mentioned already, people have told me the hospital gets very cold. So I can imagine I'll be sleeping in these. However, I am the kind of person that goes to sleep with both socks and ends up with none and maybe one. So this is really just for, worst case scenario kind of situation. Don't want to be freezing my low toes. So yeah. This body wash is almost done. Let's see if I can show you where it is. It's like right here. So I figured I'll use the remaining amount at the hospital. Probably not even. I'll use half of that at the hospital. But I love this brand. Their yellow one. I can't remember what the ingredients are in that one, but the yellow one of Beauty and Planet smells so damn good. Like, probably the best body wash I've smelled. And I was thinking, let me just venture out and I like this brand and this scent, so let me see what the other scents are, So I saw this rosehip and patchouli. It sounds delicious and inviting, But then I went home and I opened it and I squirted it onto my loofah. And I was like, oh, this smells like the thrift store, and a little grandma was wearing this before she died. And I know that's horrible. But, and you must think, okay, well then why'd you use the whole thing? Well, because I already bought it, That's why. I wasn't gonna let it go to waste. I'm not that kind of person. And also I'm cheap. The only reason I ended up switching was because my cousin gave me a Philosophy body wash, shower gel, whatever the hell, that smells like pear. It smells really good. It smells a lot better than this. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna use this at the hospital anyway, because I don't like to waste things. I already spent my money on this. So definitely try this product, but stay away from this scent unless you like smelling like grandma at the thrift store. The yellow one is a lot better. The blue one smells good too. I smell it. Okay, alright, that's enough of that. Oh, it's getting hot in here. I would turn on my AC, but it's really loud. And I don't want to do that. So, okay, next item. Oh. Can you guess what it is? I figured you guys would enjoy the crinkly sounds. This is what it is. So it's a bracelet. This is a seed. But the name for these bracelets, I think that was my cat, I don't know. The name for these bracelets is Ojo de Venado, which translates to a deer's eye. Basically, this is traditionally put on children. Well, in this like size, anybody can wear this, but this tiny sized bracelet is put on children as a kind of like a, dang, what's the word? An amulet? Is an amulet the word? I know in Spanish it's amuleta, but basically it wards off evil. So in Mexican culture, and I think it's just in parts of Mexico, I'm not saying entirely all of Mexico believes this, but in a lot of Mexico, there's a belief that babies, because they're innocent and brand new to the world and the evil that exists in the world, they are extremely susceptible and vulnerable to evil spirits. So it protects you from mal de ojo, which means like curse. Like it'll protect your baby from being cursed by strangers. Because I'm gonna put it back in. Because people, when they see a newborn child, they'll approach your baby and say, "Oh my God, what a cute baby, blah, blah, blah. What's the name? And how old is it?" Da, da. And they tend to touch the head